High above the world, a single raindrop forms. It's a tiny thing, barely visible to the naked eye, yet it holds within it the potential for incredible journeys. This one raindrop among billions of others is about to embark on an adventure. It will travel from the sky to the earth, through hidden layers of soil and rock. Oceans, rivers, lakes, even puddles after a rain shower contribute to this endless cycle. As the water vapor rises, it cools and condenses around microscopic particles in the air. Our raindrop, now part of a massive cloud formation, is swept along by invisible air currents. The cloud darkens, heavy with moisture, until finally the raindrop can be held aloft no longer. Gravity, that constant force, pulls it back down to earth. The raindrop falls quickly, accelerating as it goes. The air rushes past, almost tearing it apart, yet the surface tension of the water holds it together, a testament to the simple yet powerful forces of nature. Below, the landscape awaits, a tapestry of forest, fields, and winding rivers. The raindrop's journey doesn't end when it hits the ground. In fact, it's just the beginning. The moment it strikes the earth, it sets in motion a chain of events that will carry it far beyond its initial landing point. Its destination, the vast network of underground waterways that feed the rivers and ultimately the oceans. Imagine for a moment the vastness of the earth. It's a complex and dynamic environment full of hidden spaces and channels. This is the world our raindrop is about to explore. Our tiny raindrop, hitting the ground with surprising force for its size, doesn't simply disappear. Instead, it begins a new stage of its journey: infiltration. The Earth, often perceived as a solid mass, is actually a porous, welcoming environment for water. Think of it as a sponge, ready to soak up the life-giving liquid. The soil, made up of countless tiny particles, forms a barrier. But this barrier isn't impenetrable. The force of the raindrop's impact, combined with the constant pull of gravity, urges it forward. Loose, sandy soil allows water to permeate quickly, while clay, with its tightly packed particles, presents a more formidable obstacle. Our raindrop, caught in this subterranean maze, slowly begins its descent. As our raindrop ventures deeper, it encounters a world hidden from our view. The soil, far from being a uniform mass, is arranged in distinct layers, each with its own characteristics. The first layer, the topsoil, is rich in organic matter and teeming with life. Tiny insects and microorganisms, unseen architects of the underground, have created channels and pores that aid the water's movement. Deeper still, the raindrop encounters the subsoil, a denser layer with less organic activity. The journey here is slower, more arduous, but the relentless pull of gravity urges it onward, deeper into the Earth's embrace. Gravity, that invisible force that dictates the movement of planets and stars, plays a crucial role in our raindrop's journey. It's the driving force that pulls the water downward, deeper into the Earth's layers. As our raindrop navigates the subterranean maze, it encounters obstacles and detours. Impermeable layers of rock force it to change direction, to seek out alternative paths. It might join forces with other raindrops, forming tiny rivulets that carve their way through the soil. The journey is slow, often halting, but never truly stops. Gravity ensures that the water always seeks the lowest point. And in this case, the lowest point lies far below the surface, in the vast reservoirs of groundwater that sustain life above. As our raindrop descends further, it enters a realm unlike any it has experienced before. The air, once a constant companion, grows thin and stale. It has entered the realm of groundwater, a vast and hidden sea beneath our feet. Imagine this subterranean sea not as a vast open cavern, but as a labyrinth of tiny spaces between grains of sand, particles of soil, and cracks in the rock. This is where our raindrop merges with countless others, forming a slow, steady flow that moves through this hidden network. This groundwater, far from being stagnant, is in constant motion, albeit at a glacial pace. It flows through layers of permeable rock called aquifers, vast underground reservoirs that can hold unimaginable quantities of water. The world our raindrop now inhabits is one of a perpetual darkness. Sunlight, that source of warmth and energy, cannot penetrate these depths. Yet life finds a way. Specialized microorganisms adapted to this lightless environment thrive in the groundwater, playing a vital role in maintaining its quality. These tiny creatures, invisible to the naked eye, feed on dissolved organic matter, filtering and purifying the water as it flows through the aquifer. They are the unseen caretakers of this hidden world, ensuring that the water remains clean and life-sustaining. Our raindrop, caught in this slow, steady flow, becomes part of this hidden ecosystem. Time in this underground world takes on a different meaning. The rush of the raindrop's initial fall, the rapid infiltration through the topsoil all seem like distant memories. Here in the depths of the aquifer, everything moves at a geological pace. Days, months, even years pass as the water inches forward, following the contours of the underground landscape. Narrow fissures and cracks test the water's patience, slowing its progress to a crawl. Yet the water persists, driven by the relentless pull of gravity, seeking its ultimate destination, the sea. It replenishes aquifers, providing a vital source of fresh water for humans and ecosystems alike. It supports the base flow of rivers, ensuring a constant supply of water even during dry periods. Our raindrop, now a tiny part of the vast groundwater reservoir, continues its slow subterranean journey. Above, in the sunlit world, a silent drama unfolds that will profoundly impact its fate. Plants, those silent sentinels of the natural world, are thirsty. Their roots, reaching deep into the earth, are in search of the life-giving moisture that sustains them. Fine, hair-like structures, invisible to the naked eye, spread out in all directions, creating a vast web that intercepts the water as it slowly makes its way through the soil. These roots are the plant's lifeline, drawing up the water and transporting it to the leaves where it's needed for photosynthesis. Our raindrop, caught in this subterranean web, feels the irresistible pull of the roots. The journey from the roots to the leaves is an incredible feat of natural engineering. The raindrop, now part of the plant's vascular system, travels upwards through a network of tiny tubes called xylem. These xylem vessels, running like veins through the plant's stem, are marvels of biological design, able to transport water against gravity to heights of hundreds of feet. The driving force for this upward movement is transpiration, the process by which water evaporates from the leaves through tiny pores called stomata. As water evaporates from the leaves, it creates a negative pressure within the xylem, drawing more water upwards from the roots. This continuous flow, powered by the sun's energy, ensures that the plant receives a constant supply of water and nutrients. Our raindrop, caught in this relentless upward flow, experiences a dramatic shift in its environment. The journey from the roots to the leaves is a remarkable transformation for our raindrop. Once a solitary traveler in the darkness, it's now part of a vast, interconnected network, playing a crucial role in sustaining life on Earth. But its journey doesn't end there. The moment it reaches the leaves, it's poised for yet another dramatic transition. As the raindrop reaches the tiny pores on the underside of the leaf, it's exposed to the outside air. The process of transpiration takes over, driven by the difference in water vapor concentration between the leaf and the atmosphere. The raindrop, now a tiny molecule of water vapor, escapes from the leaf's surface, rejoining the atmosphere from which it originally fell. Our raindrop, having nourished the plant and returned to the atmosphere, might seem to have completed its journey. But the cycle of water is relentless, driven by forces far greater than itself. Once again, gravity exerts its pull, drawing the water vapor back down to Earth. This time, however, our raindrop might not fall directly as rain. It might become part of a dense fog, clinging to hillsides and shrouding forests in an ethereal mist. It might freeze into delicate snowflakes, each one a unique masterpiece of natural art. Or it might coalesce into tiny droplets, forming clouds that drift across the sky, carried by invisible winds. Regardless of its form, the water is constantly on the move, seeking a state of equilibrium. Imagine, if you will, a landscape sculpted by the relentless flow of water over countless millennia. Tiny rivulets formed by raindrops merging together carve their way through the soil, seeking out the path of least resistance. These rivulets join forces, becoming small streams, babbling their way downhill, carrying with them the soil and sediment they erode along the way. As these streams converge, they gain in size and strength, becoming roaring torrents during periods of heavy rainfall. They carve out valleys, shape mountains, and create the dramatic landscapes that we see all around us. These rivers, once just tiny trickles of water, are now powerful forces of nature, shaping the very land itself. Our raindrop, now an integral part of this vast network of waterways, is carried along by the current. The journey of a river is often long and arduous, filled with obstacles and detours. It might be dammed, diverted, or polluted by human activity. It might evaporate under a scorching sun or freeze solid in the depths of winter. But ultimately, all rivers flow towards the sea, driven by the relentless pull of gravity and the Earth's natural cycles. As our raindrop approaches the end of its journey, it feels the pull of the ocean, that vast reservoir of salt water that covers over 70% of the Earth's surface. The river widens, its flow slows, and the fresh water mixes with the salty water of the sea, creating a brackish environment teeming with life. The cycle of evaporation and precipitation continues, driven by the sun's energy. Our raindrop might evaporate once more, rising into the atmosphere to begin the cycle anew. Our raindrop, now mingling with the vastness of the ocean, might seem insignificant, lost in the immensity. Yet its journey, mirrored by countless trillions of water molecules, is anything but inconsequential. It serves as a powerful reminder of the intricate and interconnected nature of our planet's systems, a delicate balance where even the smallest element plays a vital role. Recall its epic voyage, the initial plunge from the sky, the slow percolation through layers of soil, the absorption by thirsty roots, the transpiration back into the atmosphere, each stage a testament to the fundamental forces of nature, gravity, sunlight, and the remarkable properties of water itself. And throughout this journey, our raindrop has nourished life, shaped landscapes, and ultimately returned to the source, ready to begin anew. The ocean, often perceived as the end of the line, is in reality a starting point. From here, our raindrop, now indistinguishable from the billions upon billions of its brethren, may embark on a multitude of new adventures. It might be swept up by powerful currents traveling vast distances, only to evaporate under a tropical sun, forming clouds that bring life-giving rain to distant shores. The journey of a single raindrop from sky to earth and back again encapsulates the very essence of the water cycle, a continuous process that sustains life on Earth. This cycle, a delicate dance between evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection, ensures that water, the elixir of life, is constantly renewed and redistributed across the planet. Our raindrop's voyage highlights the crucial interdependence of every element in this cycle. The sun's energy provides the initial impetus, driving evaporation and powering the atmospheric engine that drives weather patterns. Gravity, that invisible force, pulls the water back down to Earth, shaping rivers, carving landscapes, and replenishing groundwater reserves. Plants, those silent partners in this grand scheme, draw water from the soil, releasing it back into the atmosphere through transpiration, contributing to the cycle's delicate balance. And humans, intricately woven into this web of life, rely on the water cycle for their very survival. We depend on rainfall for our crops, rivers for transportation, and groundwater for drinking water. Understanding the complexities of this cycle, appreciating its delicate balance, is paramount to ensuring the sustainable management of this precious resource for generations to come. Press like and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy more stories like this one about science.